Hello guys, welcome back to the series. In the first five questions, we have been looking at basically simple select statements in MySQL. So we are going to be diving into joins from question 6 to 14, I believe. In this section of joins, we are going to start with this question, replacing employee ID with the unique identifier. So here we have two tables. The first table is called employees. You can have a look at it in your lower right corner. And then the other table is called employee uni, which has IDs and unique IDs. So in the first table, we have ID being the primary key, and then each row containing the ID and the name of the employee in a company. Then employee uni has the ID and the unique ID, and this is a combination of this is the primary key. That means there can only be one single combination for each row. So each row contains an ID and a unique ID, as we have seen. So in this question, they want us to write a solution to show the unique ID of each user. If a user does not have a unique ID, we are required to replace the unique ID with null. And they're asking us to return the result table in any order. So to start off, we're going to select so they want a unique ID of each user, and the only way we can identify a user is by their name. So we're going to say name, and then unique ID. Hope I've spelled that right for both cases. Yep. So we have two tables here. So we want to extract the unique ID from the second table and the name from the first table. So we're going to say from, and in our first table, that table is called employees. From employees, and I want to give it an alias. Basically, I want to give it another name. We shall see the importance of this later. So I'm going to just give it name A, and then we shall join. So remember that I've said if the user does not have a unique ID, we shall replace it with null. That means we want to have everyone, we want to have all the names of the people, irrespective of whether they have an ID or not. So we're going to use left join. When we use left join, we realize that we shall capture all these names will be reflected. And then those who have IDs, because now this employees table will appear on the left, and then the employee unit table will appear on the right. Those with IDs, then their IDs will be reflected, and those without will just have null reflected. So we shall left join the employees unit table, and I will just call this U. What are we joining on? We're joining on the fact that the ID of one is the same as the ID of the other. In other words, the common column here is the ID column. But then we need to specify which IDs for which table. So we shall say E dot ID, that is to pull out the ID from the employee table, and then U dot ID to pull out the IDs from the employee unit table. But again, there are no columns. Now we shall have, we need to also specify which columns are we getting from which tables. So we know that the name column comes from the employees table. So we shall say e dot name and then u dot unique ID. So now we are done. Let us run and check out whether we are right. Table text dot employees. Okay, I think we have made a mistake on the name of our table. It's called employee unit, not employees. So let's run. So our answer has now been accepted. So as you can see, this will return, it will return everyone, and then those without the IDs, they will just it will just become null. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.